Hello and welcome to another vlog. So today I'm having like a slow morning. I'm really taking my time with breakfast. I already showered, done my makeup, it's all done. So I'm ready for the day. But I really just wanted to calm down and just, sit down with you guys and chat a little bit. For breakfast, I was having porridge with some cinnamon, apples, some strawberries, and sometimes other fruits. Depends on what I get at the supermarket. But I think oatmeal is just the best breakfast. It's just such a slow energy releaser, and yeah, it really helps me get through the morning. I really want to move again. Not countries, just apartments. It's just, I don't know, we really love this apartment, like the layout and how we decorated it. But there are some issues that we cannot longer ignore, or at least, I don't know, it just bothers us. And I guess it has also to do with the fact that we are working from home now, so we are most of the time at home. And also Corona, you're not really outside that much. And the things are maybe minor to others and they would mind it, but for us it's just getting a little bit too much, also for the price that we pay here. So I don't know, it just started out at the beginning of the year. Our toilet was leaking, so it wasn't properly installed. But we thought, okay, they're just going to fix it and then it's fine. No problems. They also did that, was all not an issue. They were there actually quite fast and then they fixed it. Then the next month, I realized that we have a leak at the roof. There was like a little bubble forming in the kitchen that holds water, so there must be a leak somewhere. And that wasn't like so easy, like that wasn't easily fixed. They were also still building here. They're still building here in this house. So it's like also a constant noise, constant like building noise, and contractors and everyone just walking through the house the whole time, and hammer, like just noises the whole day. And so they looked at like the bubble in the kitchen, and they said they're gonna fix it, but it's still there. So yeah, it's also like when something happens in the apartment, someone else is responsible than when something happens like on the outside of the building or the roof. Yeah, too complicated for me to even explain or think about this. And then the next thing that was happening was there was like a big, like kind of like water stain appearing on the wall in the living room. It was huge. And, my first instinct is like, okay, there must be another leak somewhere because a water stain is not good. And it was getting bigger and bigger. And they were here like 2 times and just basically painted over. That's just a thing I realized they do here in Barcelona. It's just like, mold, water stains, any kind of things. We're just gonna paint over and, what you can't see isn't there. That kind of vibe. Okay, but then few weeks later, our downstairs neighbor rang our doorbell pretty early in the morning, and she had a leak in her kitchen, and it came from us. So we called the agency again, and they came by, and they basically explained to us that we did something wrong. That was their first reaction. We did something wrong. It was just a whole discussion with them, and we were so over it. We were so angry at them because we were just thinking like, we have something in this apartment since we moved in, and you guys really want to give us now the fault of that we did something wrong. and yeah, it was just too much for us. And yeah, the stain they took care of, it's now gone. I don't know, they sprayed something over it and you cannot see it anymore. I think it's the wet behind the wall. The heater was also leaking, so there was like a wooden panel like on the wall that kind of like finished off the floor and the wall, and it was swelling up because it's wood and it's getting wet, swelling up. So they also replaced that. But at this point we were already over it. We were just thinking like, sorry, but you know, we can get something else. So we're gonna look into new apartments, and this will also be something I'm gonna film on this channel. So just you know, how you're searching for an apartment in Barcelona, what you have to look out for. We are looking more for like a new building now, so like newly built. Those old houses, they have lots of charm, you know, they're looking really nice from the outside, but you know, the walls are still like 100 years old, and all the fixtures and I don't know, it's just like, it's just not doing it for us anymore. We want something modern, something new, and we want to spend a little bit more money than have to deal with all of those like actually like age issues of the house, you know, because it's just something they cannot just fix year after year. You just have to tear it down, this building, or you really have to like completely renovate it, but that's just costing too much money, and that's why they don't do that here. But yeah, we were just done with that, you know. We don't need a super old cute looking front door when our apartment has basically every month something else breaking down, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you along on this journey as well. We're also gonna look at some apartments. We'll do some apartment tour videos, and yeah, so I'm pretty confident that we find something really new. I mean, it will never be perfect. That's with every apartment. It doesn't matter where you live, it's never perfect, but you know, at least we want something that is like freshly built, where you know, they at least used a new stone to build. Makes us happy already. And also a heater that's working, air conditioning, stuff like this, you know. You really need air conditioning here in summer, and you need a heater in winter. It gets super cold. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's just a little life update, and yeah, I'm gonna take you with me on this journey. So today I felt a little bit more like dressing up. I'm wearing like this matching set from COS. It's like a few seasons ago, I guess. With that I paired my Maison Margiela sneakers, and then I'm also wearing those COS earrings. They're really nice, really nice structure, and this is also like my favorite hairstyle at the moment. It's just so easy, and yeah, I don't know, it's just so easy to do and fast to do, but it still looks really chic. So I found a really nice recipe for vegan cheesecake, and I was really happy when I found this recipe. I found it on Instagram. It is from a German like food blogger, or he makes recipes basically that are all vegan, but he specifically like makes things people who are not vegan always say they would miss if they go vegan. So yeah, today we're gonna try his vegan cheesecake recipe. So the first ingredient we need is 300 grams of flour. And first we're gonna make the dough. The next thing we need is 90 grams of sugar. I'm gonna use brown sugar. I'm basically gonna eyeball it a little bit. I don't like too sweet pastry. And then we need a tablespoon of baking powder. And then we're gonna mix those ingredients nicely together. It's always important to start with your dry ingredients before you add the butter. Next, we're gonna put in our butter. I'm gonna use vegan butter, and I will actually do little pieces at a time. And then we also add some water, 4 tablespoons. Alright, and now basically comes the fun part, because we're gonna mix it all up with our hands and basically make the dough for the crust. So now we have our nice dough, and we're gonna need a form. Take this to the side. I totally forgot that I don't have a form for a cheesecake, so like a round form, so I panic bought this one. Don't judge me. And now we're just gonna take a little bit of butter, and I always do that with my hands. Then we're gonna spread out our dough, and especially also put it a little bit up on the sides. So our dough is ready. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge. In the meantime, we're gonna make our filling. So now we come to the most important part, our filling. So we're gonna use our butter. It's like 130 grams of butter. I always kind of like eyeball measurements. I have recipes that I follow, but I basically just gonna eyeball everything. We're gonna put in our sugar. Here we need a little bit more. Then we need 100 grams of pudding powder. And that basically gives the taste, the nice vanilla taste, which is really nice. So I definitely need a bigger bowl, and now we're just gonna mix it all up. So now comes the best part. We're gonna fill our dough with the mixture. There's still a bit of butter chunks in there, see? And I hope that will melt. And it's also the first time that I'm trying this, so we will see. So yeah, now we're ready with all the prep work, and now we're gonna put this in the oven by 180 degrees for like 60 minutes. So it really has to bake really, really nicely. There's really only one more thing to do, and that is of course trying the cheesecake. It is not that thick. That is because I used a really, really flat form. So I really would advise you to just get one of those round forms. I will do that for the next time, but for now, you know, we're just gonna dig in, and we're just gonna taste it. A little bit of caramel. It is really good. It is more like a German cheesecake. If you're German, you know what I'm talking about. So it's not like really like a New York style cheesecake. It's really more of like a German cheesecake, but that really brings back memories of my childhood. My mom would always make those cheesecakes. Really, really good. And you know, it's vegan. Mind blowing. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you liked it. I hope you're also gonna try out this recipe. I will also link everything down below, also like where I got the recipe from. Yeah, and I see you in the next vlog.